So why don't we talk about A Silent Song? This is the book that is replacing Memories We Lost. Memories We Lost is out and A Silent Song is in. We are saying goodbye to Memories We Lost and we are saying hello to A Silent Song. Memories We Lost has been tested for 5 years, and this year the title of the book Memories We Lost itself has been set, and it tested on showing love, unconditional love to the sick or mentally ill, and how that helps them to cope with their condition, or how makes the life of a mentally ill patient bearable. However, that is the last time we are being tested on Memories We Lost as far as the short stories are concerned. Now, we have 14 stories in this book. Between 2023 and 2027, we're going to test 5 stories from A Silent Song. So, of course, it also has 14 stories, and the first one is A Man of Awesome Power. A Man of Awesome Power is written by Naguib Mahfouz from Egypt, and talks about a man who is given extraordinary power and he uses it doing good and doing bad. So sometimes we misuse opportunities and we lose the opportunities. The man Taib Al-Mahdi loses his power after misusing it, but there are also some good acts and some good deeds that he does, so we need to also understand the moral in that particular story. The second story in this book is Incident in the Park by Meja Mwangi. Meja Mwangi is a Kenyan writer, and there are many idlers in the park that really do nothing, and they just observe and watch things as they happen in the city. And the story ends on a sad note when a poor fruit seller is killed by a mob on suspicion of being a thief, when clearly he was just running away from the council askaris who were harassing him. The next story is Ninema. Ninema is written by Veronica Panther from South Africa, and it talks about Ninema, the main character, a lady who has admirable qualities. She sells fruits and vegetables, but really it explores the admirable qualities in this particular lady. She's hardworking, she's industrious, she's determined, a no-nonsense lady who is also affable at the same time, and the customers love her. And those are some of the morals that we pick in that particular story. She has her challenges, but she knows how to overcome them herself. Then the title of the book, A Silent Song, is written by Leonard Kibera from Kenya, and really follows Mbane and his journey of disability, including sightlessness. And Mbane is really suffers. We see the plight of a blind and disabled man, and we also see his brother who comes in at the last moment of his life, when he's just about to die or when he's almost dying, and asks him to accept Christ. So it's also an interesting story that we have to delve deeper into the insight and see exactly what Kibera is trying to teach. Then the other one is Sins of the Fathers by Charles Mgoshi in Zimbabwe, where the past pain and the past hurts between tribes and between different groups can cause future problems if we don't let go of the grudges and the anger. We also have The Truly Married Woman by Abiose Nicole in Sierra Leone. The woman is very nice before she's officially married. They live together for 12 years. Is it 12 years? The Truly Married Woman. And then when she's married, now she says, I'm a married woman and I will not behave like a woman you're just courting. I'm now your wife. So she stops even cooking tea and tells the husband, now you have to do it yourself. It's an interesting story. What is the moral in that particular story? Talking Money by Stanley Gazemba is a humorous story about a stubborn man who would not, Mukidanyi, who would not heed to any advice he's given by the brothers or the wife, and goes ahead and transacts, sells land. The money is given, starts talking in the middle of the night. So there's a lot of symbolism, and it is a parable with interesting lesson that we should also look at. The next one is God Sees the Truth But Waits by Leo Tolstoy from Russia. You may remember him from Memories We Lost. How much land does man need? A very interesting story as well. And in God Sees the Truth But Waits is about the criminal justice system, fairness and justice, and also how man versus God. Sometimes we are judged unfairly, and it's only God that can truly give us the best honest judgment. An interesting story from Russia. The Neighborhood Watch by Remy Ngamije, Namibian writer who is originally born in Rwanda. Just about how a clique or a pose of the street family or friends in the street children, but some are old, and how they come together and they work as a team, and that teamwork and cooperation help them to survive, because in the street life is all about survival. It's also a very interesting story. Then we have December by Philemon Liambo from Namibia. It also talks about mental illness and how it runs in this family, but there's a twist. The main character, December, is forbidden by the grandfather Ezekiel from eating chicken. She's a girl, and we're told women are not allowed to eat chicken. Is it just being selfish, or is there something deeper? We also have to delve into that story and figure out why Liambo has that twist in that particular story. Then we have Boy by Gloria Mwaniga from Kenya. I live in Kimilili. It's close to Mount Elgon, where this story is set, and we talk about the war where the militia were fighting for the land supposedly, but they ended up even killing people, and they ended up ruining families and ruining communities. And it's a story about how war or conflict ruins communities or family. And lastly, we have Checkmate by Kelvin Baldacin, and just talks about corruption or the dirty dealings in the corporate world. That is a silent song. We're going to discuss more about it. You can read the analysis of the stories on wekati.blogspot.com, and you can also see some of the essays, sample essays I've written on wekati.blogspot.com. I'm going to post some links for you in the description. Keep the conversation going in the comments section. If you haven't already, kindly consider subscribing.